this is exactly one thing now Chelsea for no is true say basic and it's happening. The one thing now I'm per se basic because the news said some of the very specific things that will be demanded in the course for this deal to be done. No? Say almost change on announcement this year. It is one of the things that Kofu Bebre in the Chelsea reportage for Michael Olise, and he said Chelsea wanted to do the deal before even the end of this week. But as it stands now, the deal has gone cold. And I know Pena may come when say, if you look at Michael Olise or a player, he gives Chelsea a lot of quality. Now, Chelsea for no Aka. Say in terms of as a central number 10, almost a co-palmer number 10. Somebody behind the striker, in Kuku. So those two people will play the position of a number 10. Then on the right wing, Omope Noni Madueke a wide winger or keep it with take you on 1v1, all from wide areas are very, very quality. Then there is also going to be Michael Olise, who is more like an inverted number 10 if Chelsea want to use that role. Chelsea can play that as well. Then on the left hand side, they want to still stick with Abanti friend Raheem Sterling and Mihailo Modric. Then up top, their plan is to get somebody not to come and usurp Nicholas Jackson, but Obi Obeye, a second striker and an assistant to him, somebody that will give him competition. And Nutina Osawasha has moved from Sesko to John Duran to Abranti Efreno, Samu Omaradion. And all of these center forwards, and yet out and out improved center forwards on maybe 35-40 goals a season. No, all of these are all young center forwards. They have huge prospects, and the similarity I catch across our center forwards in the physical ability of these center forwards. And anytime I catch Chelsea will not buy Julian Alvarez. Chelsea are buying based on skill set. They are not just buying on okay, we share 30 goals, we share 19 goals. No, but what is the skill set? What's the quality of the player? Chelsea GD keenly say oh my team. So when you're in Kuku, that's in Kuku, we share double figures more. Let's say 15 goals. Omunya Kupama, the same number of goals in Chelsea last season. I think that's around 19 goals or so, or 16 goals in the Premier League. Would be somewhere around 20 goals. Then Nicholas Jackson has 14 goals no more. So 3 players. Not Omunya another striker of Fiifi bench about 5 goals. Omunya Olise maybe about 10 goals. Omunya style money are the 5-6 goals. They believe strongly with their centre backs also getting some goals here and there. They believe strongly say top 4, they will get very, very, very close to qualify. And then when you're too keen about getting a center forward or you're proving, and Chelsea were never going to spend that amount of money, 130 million, 140 million, 120 million, plus wages now, ballooning wage structure no, for Michael Olise. No. Guys, Mr. I have Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you've not subscribed to the channel, I enjoy the analysis so much I even forget to tell you to subscribe. There are a lot of people in there who have still not subscribed to the channel. You're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Go to the button in there and turn on notification. Subscribe to the channel, share link on Emma Obi or any other group you know senior analysis needing tea. Make sure subscribe to the channel and then turn on notification. In the notification, turn on okay. Make sure say you do choose all. Do choose all when you turn on notifications. Send about anytime I post content, you are first to have it all Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Now, so let's go on. Indeed, Chelsea believes so many all of these things they'll go very, very far in terms of getting Champions League football. Now, and then Liverpool coach Arne Slot are reporting. And Arne Slot's reporting to do his job at Liverpool. One of the first news and Chelsea airborne pie say my name out about. And what's the news? The news is that Liverpool's recruitment team left that part for Arne Slot bar. He has to now accept that they should attack project Michael Olise and Naso Munjai. And when Arne Slot came in, all the reports from all of the Liverpool accounts and then outlets, IOUK, it's very clear. So now Liverpool want to go ahead and then ask for a brand here friend of Michael Olise. They want to go in hard and strong for project Michael Olise. Project Michael Olise. Chelsea didn't want Liverpool in it. Chelsea didn't want Manchester City in it. Chelsea didn't want even any other team Bayern Munich. For Bayern Munich, they knew that they could do the deal because For Michael Olise, he wants to stay in London. He doesn't want to move away from London. Or person London, no ball. The problem is that if Liverpool comes in, if Manchester United, Manchester City comes in, then that's the big deal. I didn't hear. Liverpool, any Manchester City, all have Champions League football. For Manchester City, a little bit good for Chelsea because until some better players, they are not going to buy any other player. Even for Bruno Guimaraes, yet it is said they are almost doing a deal for him now. They are not going to get going for Bruno Guimaraes full time until they sold some good players over the team. Now, it means that the tide now turns to Liverpool Football Club and they've gotten in a new manager, Arne Slot. Now, Arne Slot, of course, his first words is out. He has said some nice things to Liverpool fans. Then for him, he wants to make sure he continues the job as Liverpool manager. And about replacing Jurgen Klopp, this is what Arne Slot said. Arne Slot said, yeah, I've seen loads of games of Liverpool, a lot of games of City as well. And when you live in Europe, the Premier League is probably the nicest league to follow. So yeah, he has done a tremendous job over here. And I'm really happy that as a fan, but now as a successor, he left Liverpool in the best possible way. I think so. A very good team. The fans are very good as well. I'm looking forward to it. And obviously, we'll follow up on everything about Papa and Jurgen Klopp with Liverpool in terms of recruitment and the kind of things that he has brought to the club in there. And they are waiting to see how everything pans out. But Chelsea really didn't want to make sure Brandt and Michael Olise, Liverpool, be interfering him. Now, Breno is an important player for South Squad now, and that's exactly what is happening with him. Chelsea will try very, very hard. Said they finalized with the deal for Brandt friend Michael Olise, an important player for Enzo Maresca if he takes over the job Nyame Adoma on the 1st of July when he becomes official Chelsea manager for the 2024-2025 season in the English Premier League. We'll wait to see how all of that goes. Makan Owahase said the only reason why Chelsea are going after Samu Omar is because Chelsea wants a centre forward. They need a centre forward. They believe there's a need for centre forward. Obama, Nicholas Jackson, some competition. Chelsea in. And then they look out for players with certain qualities and certain characteristics of team. And in that qualities and characteristics now, they find it in Samu Omar. One of them is the physical ability of Omar. Of course, it's also about the goal scoring ability of Omar. They believe he has a lot of potential. The problem, however, a team, my friend, Atletico de Madrid. Madrid willing to let Chelsea have Omar for 40 million. A big issue, but we wait to see how everything goes on with Samu Omar as a player for Chelsea Football Club. The second one of the games of the Euros also Barca Tottenham. The games are going on. Germany, game, a very, very important one going on against Hungary. Of course, Jamal Musiala, brilliant goal in the first half, has been the decider assistant now, top quality play from Germany. I just don't know, if this competition is one here, it is going to be a Jamal Musiala competition. Because he has been top notch in terms of the quality. If you want him ever, and still. Chelsea are still looking at a branch here, your friend John Duran. Just because Samu Omar and on Chelsea, they have let John Duran go away. No, Chelsea are still looking at a branch friend John Duran. They are waiting for him. They are talking to him. They are seeing if they can get the John Duran deal also done. It's about negotiations. It's about the idea and it's about what you get in terms of these players. So if you look at Chelsea team now, they have almost everything. They have everything. What I mean is that position we are almost two players Nyaka is center forward, and that's why they are pushing very hard for Samu Omar and Villa any Chelsea any agreement. As I talk to you right now, Villa any Chelsea any agreement to sign Abrantia friend Ian Maatsen for £35 million personal terms on a 6-year contract already in place for Abrantia friend Ian Maatsen. So Aston Villa are going to play in the Champions League, and in playing the Champions League, make a Chelsea for the issue of Abrantia, your friend Ian Maatsen. Not Chelsea acquired the deal for John Duran. It came up. The problem was that Chelsea do not value John Duran at 40 million. Aston Villa value John Duran. Chelsea value John Duran less than that. They believe Ian Maatsen that has played in the Champions League, gone on to play in the final. It's more valuable than Abrantia friend John Duran. That was what was stalling the deal in terms of a swap deal and a player plus cash deal. It was difficult to do. But as it stands now, Chelsea, Minoka says this year, and it's a breaking news. Chelsea have done a deal. Chelsea have done a deal for Abrantia, the friend Ian Maatsen, without John Duran. Fashion dreams are. It is without John Duran. It is not a dealer, and yet a swap deal for John Duran. As it stands now, Chelsea have now done a deal with Aston Villa for Ian Maatsen for the release clause at Chelsea for the man Dortmund for not Dortmund for say Niska to pay for him. So Ian Maatsen, a very, very technical player. I know what Chelsea Academy name. He had gone on loan to Burnley any other day. Last season. Mauricio Pochettino felt he wasn't going to get enough time to play in his team. I've told you that Pochettino likes more physical players than more technical players. He didn't really fit in the fullback position on him. He took him on loan to Dortmund. Of course, everybody knows exactly what has happened to Jan Maatsen at Dortmund. He was one of their best players, played very well in German Bundesliga. Dortmund has managed to win went to play the Champions League final in there. Now, the big issue, when they say that Chelsea person will Jan Maatsen, a lot of teams are about and Burnley about because, of course, the former manager, not what Burnley, Vincent Company now is with Bayern. Chelsea will wait and say Bayern can come on. But when the John Duran conversation started, Chelsea proposed a player Ben on Beppe or Chelsea. They spoke about Conor Gallagher. Chelsea catch on say no, they were not going to let any Conor Gallagher deal happen. Chelsea were not going to let a swap for Conor Gallagher. They mentioned Abraham Tefiani and Ian Maatsen. When they mentioned Ian Maatsen, Chelsea catch on say Ian Maatsen born a fixed 35 million. 35 million or nothing. Only 35 million na Ian didn't come about Ian Maatsen. Now after the ultimate didn't come about John Duran. Inti Sisi Amanoka say Aston Villa and Chelsea have agreed for Abrantia, your friend Ian Maatsen, for 35 million from Chelsea to Aston Villa. Personal terms, so maybe almost share a deal of around like 6-year contract for Abrantia friend Ian Maatsen from Chelsea to Aston Villa. Now, this doesn't affect John Duran deal. Chelsea will still possibly are looking at their options. Almost John Duran, they've looked at Samuel Maradion. Now they'll go back to the table, make a conclusion as to which attacker they are going to get for their team next season. And I think that Ian Maatsen, instrumental. He'll be an instrumental player for Papa, your friend on Unai Emery in the Champions League next season. Instrumental also for him in the English Premier League next season. And with respect to quality of the ball, that's exactly what's going on for Ian Maatsen. Our joining Aston Villa in there. I think that it's a good deal for both teams. No? Chelsea or buyback clause in the deal for Brantia friend Ian Maatsen, and then also it's also a big one in terms of all the players at Chelsea. Chelsea needed the money, they've gotten the money in there for the. Let me run you by some stuff when it comes to when it comes to transfer markets. Lazio still pushy for 30 million for Abrantia friend Mason Greenwood. Mind you, Valencia was also asked of him. Juventus and so for Abrantia friend Mason Greenwood, and we are all seeing how that is going to go as it stands now. Lazio, Juventus, all of these guys for Abrantia friend Mason Greenwood, an important player. Jean-Claude Todibo to Manchester United out according to FIFA rules. No, it's not going to happen. It's unlikely because of course Ineos Group owns the same team IFN OGC Nice, so it's not going to happen as it stands now. Of course, from now, people are asking questions. Who is the best player? Other Gole and as Abrantia, their friend Lamine Yamal in there. I think that who is the best now doesn't really matter. It's about who is able to be consistent with time. And I think that with time, we'll come back to our conversation about who is a better player for Ada Gule, any teamer, Ada Gule, any Lamine Yamal in there. In there, we'll talk about a lot of things in terms of transfers in there. Luis Diaz, Nico Williams, two players are on the radar of FC Barcelona. Barca needs much more direct wingers. Wingers are they just dribble wide, but they dribble, they want to come inside, they want to go direct into goals and get a lot of goals and assists. And they are looking at Lecha, any Abrantia, your friend Nico Williams also in there. In terms of the quality center forwards, wingers are Aston Villa, now I'm paying Ian Maatsen. Now the deal is done for Abrantia, your friend Ian Maatsen. I mean, still time. There's still time for Michael Olise deal, Project Olise. All the teams are looking at it. Fiifi-Manfred will talk about it.